sir, what it really do? DC gang, welcome back to the channel. So listen, gang, I fixed it, and I'm talking to the people that were there for the stream. We streamed on Friday, and it was crazy. Konami was working overtime. I had the worst luck of all times. It was go watch the stream, but don't watch the stream because the insanity that was happening there. I even crashed out at the end because of all the stupidity that was happening, and we just ended the stream. But bruh, I fixed the deck though, so we actually climbed to Diamond 4 with this, from Diamond 5 to Diamond 4, and during the stream, we climbed during the stream to Diamond 4, we D-ranked, and then now I climbed back up to Diamond 3. I fixed the ratios of it. This is way more consistent, way better. Now, this is not the Fiendsmith version. I wanted to try out the pure Azamina White Forest version before I added the Fiendsmith engine. I do have the Fiendsmith one built. I haven't dueled with it, but I play with it. I test it out, and I can tell you one thing is the Fiendsmith version is better for two reasons. One, it's gonna help you eat up a bunch of disruption. That's mainly it. It's gonna help you eat up a bunch of disruption. It's going to give you a Nibiru proof. You know, with the Caesar, you're gonna be Nibiru proof, or with a true material Palooza, you're gonna be having a great time, right? So for that reason, that version is better, but this version is actually viable. It's also good. The only thing is that this is way easier to stop than the Fiendsmith version. So with that being said, we're gonna run through the deck list. We're gonna run 2 effect relists because it's effective. Yeah, it's a really good going second hand trap, and you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Hand Trap duel, so yay. So you're gonna play 1 copy of that, even though you could search it. I mean 2 copies, even though you could search it. I feel like 2 copies is cool, especially for going second. The deck doesn't do all that great going second unless you're hand trapping your opponent to death. But you're about to see one of the craziest freaking mirror matches where we went second against the Fiendsmith version of this deck, and we actually managed to win. It was because of triple tactic talent, but you don't need to know that, even though I already told you. Either way, drill and logbird to 2, because this thing is ruining people's life. It's gonna ruin your life if you get hit with it, and you can't stop it for this deck as well. It completely kills our engine, so for that reason, yeah, we're gonna run it at 2 so we could cross it out, and so we could hopefully ourselves ruin people's life with it. We're gonna run 2 copies of the Max 3, which is weird to say. This thing is really limited to 2, bro. Someday it will, maybe it will get banned someday. It might be copium, but maybe it's possible now, right? Now, I was having a conversation with somebody about this thing being banned. I want it banned just to see what impact it will have in the game. Like, how would things change? If they want to bring it back later, I might not even care. I just want to know what it feels like to play this game without this stupidity in it. But either way, we're going to play 2 Azstellars of the White Forest. Don't play this at 3. She is your main 1-card combo, yes, but with the support that we have now, you don't necessarily need to start with her to make a good board. She is the best one to start with to make a great board, but you can make a really good board without her. And for that reason, I run it at 2 because also she's the easiest to stop. Everybody knows you should stop this at all costs because you just might end somebody's career. And then on top of that, you might, with the Fiendsmith engine, you might just need 1 copy too. So yeah, for that reason, we're only gonna play her at 1 because anytime I open up with this thing and I see the field glow, I know that I might just get smoked right there and then. So for that reason, I play her at 2. We're gonna play 3 El Seti of the White Forest, which is honestly probably the best one, just because. Oh, also you go -2 with this thing if it gets stopped, because you gotta normal summon a 0 attack, 0 different body. Then you gotta get rid of a spell, and if it's not one of the ones that sets itself in the back, you're losing 2 cards out of your hand, which is not great. Then you're gonna play the El Seti of the White Forest, of course. It's honestly one of the best ones. You're gonna activate, send a spell to the graveyard, special summon, and then you're gonna search. Which sometimes I just search for the Sylvie. I don't even search with this. Sometimes if I have the extra spell, I might do it if the field didn't glow. But if I see that my opponent's field glowed, yeah, we're going with Sylvie. Because Sylvie gonna summon, if they stop it, I could at least make it level 6. If they go max C, then you could at least search for the whoa, and then you have some type of disruption and hopefully some hand traps in the hand. So for that reason, we play her at 3. We're gonna play 2 El Seti Azamina. This thing is most really needed support that this deck really good support that this deck needed, and this thing is just tough. I love this card. I love that we got it. This thing is just amazing. You could honestly play it at 3 if you want. You can see I have 4 copies. I gotta dismantle 1. You could play her at 3. I didn't want to play her at 3 because she also needs a level 4 tuner in order to be able to do her shenanigans. So for that reason, I'm playing her at 2. Most of the time, if you could activate her effect, special summon her, normal summon Silver, you have full combo from there. If you have her in the hand and you only have Arcelia, you could go full combo from there as well. Which you might want to play 2 well, not Arcelia, Rukea. You might want to play two Rukeas, but that'll be up to you. I think one is fine. We're gonna play one Molchome the Fualos just so we could cross it out. It's just so I could cross it out. I don't necessarily think this thing is good. We can't deny how good it is. If you throw this out, your opponent probably gonna end their turn or might try to play around it or whatever. But they're gonna give you cards regardless. So we play it at 1. You should definitely try and play this at 3. It's just I want it to be the deck consistent and tight, so I'm only playing at 1 so I can cross it out and then use it if I have it in the hand. We're gonna play 2 Diablo Stars just because if we open up with 1, we could still search the other one with the Wanted, even though if you have it in the graveyard, you could just add her back. But I like her at 2 because she gives you the Omni Negate by herself. But you're gonna have to get rid of a card. This deck is fair. It actually costs you to do anything. It's not just 1 card combos of death adding a bunch of stupidity. So for that reason, I play her at 2. We're gonna play 1 Niv so we could cross it out, so we could use it for going second shenanigans as well. Triple tactic talent because we're talented. I always tell you, bro. That's just how we are. But either way, this thing is one of the reasons why I just won one of the craziest mirror match of all times. I don't know if it's I'm just talking shit. But either way, we're gonna run 2 copies of it because it's just really good. It's probably one of the top 5 going second cards in the game right now. We're gonna play the Tales of the White Forest. We're gonna play 1 the Hollow Azamina, which is how you're gonna get your Omni Negate. You're gonna get both of your fusion monsters off of this thing right here. We're gonna play 3 Deceptions of the Sinful Spoils because you gotta deceive your opponent. This thing basically is 1.5 card combo into your Omni Negate as well because you activate this, get rid of a monster, search this, you got your Omni Negate. You could put this in any deck and you could get an Omni Negate. It's honestly crazy. So we're gonna run it at 3. You could get away with 2 if you only have 2, but I like it at 3. We're gonna play 3 Called by the Graves, 1 Cross Out Designated, 1 Wanted of the Sacred Spoil because we want that W. We're gonna play 1 Sinful Spoils of the White Forest, which is one of the best spells in the game also because it makes Chimera. It special summons an extender if you need it, and then if you send it to the graveyard, it sets itself in the back. This thing is tough. It's just amazing. We're going to run 3 Infinite Impermanence because that's just the standard for the game right now because of triple tactic talent. We're going to play the Woes 1 time for the 1 time. I'm going to play the Azamina Offset. And this thing is crazy because it's basically a triple. Sometimes it could be a quadruple, but most of the time it's a double or triple bounce back to the hand. It's really nice. I really like it. And it also has the effect that if you send it to the graveyard, it sets itself. We're going to run 1 Vanadium Reframing because I am playing the Amsitara. That's pretty much it. So for the extra deck, we're gonna run 1 Azamina Leah Sylvie, which is your Omni Negate. This thing is crazy. And here it is. This is one of my favorite cards in the game right now. I freaking love this thing. I love the artwork. I love the name, and I love the lore for it because this card, everything about it fits the card. Its name is Azamina Mu Arcielago, which, if you understand Spanish, is actually Murcielago. Like, it's bat. That's how you say bat in Spanish, murciélago. Konami just wanted to be different and put a space here. Like, we wouldn't figure this out. It's murciélago, bro, and it's a bat. And I love the lore of it because when it's on the field, your opponent loses life points. It's basically like it's sucking the blood out of them. This thing is tough. I freaking love this card. We're going to play Guardian Chimera because guard me, please. Again, you're going to make it with the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. You're either going to pop 2, draw 1, or pop 1 and draw 2, depending on how you do it, depending on how many monsters you have in the hand. So, yeah. We're gonna run that. We're gonna run the Coral Dragon because you can make it with this. Well, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make a level 6. You're gonna have this thing on the field. You're gonna make the level 12. This level 12, you're gonna set a spell. It's gonna get you a Monster Negate right here, which gets an attack boost as well. And then from there, you're just gonna use this as a body plus another body to make a sheep. You're gonna fusion summon into your Azamina Leah Silva. Now you're gonna get another body onto the field. You're basically gonna search for her, and then now you have a 4 material Appaloosa. This deck is kind of nuts with the things that you could do. So, yeah, we're going to play that. What? Yeah, the Coral Dragon. Then we're going to play the Silvera, the Wolf Termer. We're going to play the Arciela, the Crystal Winged Synchro Dragon. I'm playing Visa Amsitera because I just love being able to make Visa. I love having an Omni Negate in the back because even if we get, like, Forbidden Droplet and they don't send a trap to the graveyard, this is your savior. If you're playing against Temper and they don't send a trap to the grave and you have this in the back, you can negate the Forbidden Droplet and it's going to save your life. So for that reason, we're going to play that thing. We play the Amsitara. We're going to play the Diablo Queen of the White Forest. We're going to play 1 Baron de la Flor, 1 Ultimaya Tosoken, 1 IP Mascarenita, the ground version. I'm always going to show you that, bro. It's just tough. Yeah, 1 Sheep, 1 SP SP Little Knight, aka Stu Little, and then one Appaloosa above the goddess. So we're gonna start it off with the insane mirror match that we went second. So enough with the yapping. If you guys enjoy the content, please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, because I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get into it. All right, familia, here we are for replay numero uno. So also I think I forgot to mention it at the beginning. We went 13-7 with the deck. So I'm gonna put pictures or the screenshot somewhere around me talking at the beginning. So either way, here we are. We're going second. Our opponent has basically full combo. He activates the Avatar, sends the Tails of the White Forest to the graveyard, activates his effect, sending the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest in the back. Bro was cooking. He activates the Deception, activate Deception, get her out of here. The Avatar doesn't need to be on the field. Get the Hollow of the Azamina to the hand, activate the Hollow, show us the Murcielago. Yes, I love that thing. Look at it. It should have an animation. Oh my god. Activate that thing's effect, because you gotta search for another spell. Yeah, the Sinful Spoils of the Slumber. Now he's doing a normal summon an Ash. And you know when your opponent normal summons an Ash, it's time. They're going to make the Moon of the Closed Heaven. Bring it out here. They're going to link that thing off. You already know how this is going to go. Get the Requiem out here. Link one, because we need those. Bring it out here. He's going to activate the Requiem's effect. I have nothing for anything. He's going to go Fiendsmith Engraver here. They're going to activate the Hollow of the Azamina, recycle the Murcielago, get the Hollow back to the hand so you could use it again. Activate its effect, show us the Lily Silver. They're going to get rid of the trap that they have in the hand, special summon that thing. That's going to trigger the trap to set itself in the back. Now he's going to use both of these monsters here, which I don't understand what you're saying. You know you could have just made the Murcielago again, right? Now that I think about it. Why would you make this? You could have just special summoned the Murcielago. Alright, I don't know. But he's going to go Beatrice, activate Beatrice, send the Fiendsmith to the graveyard. There it is. This is how you could do your combo now. He's going to activate the Engraver, send the Moon back to the deck. Now he's going to use both of these monsters here to make himself a Fiendsmith Sequence, which is a Link 2. It's a Link 2. He's going to activate the Fiendsmith Sequence. He's going to fusion summon using both of these monsters here, making the La Crema, you know what I'm saying, the lotion. And now with both of these, he could make an elf. Now that's a lot of things that you could do in order to start your combo, but now this is where his combo starts. He activates the La Crema. He's gonna send this thing back to the extra deck, activate the elf, special summon the Astellar. He did all of that to start his combo with Astellar, and watch the craziness. He activates Astellar, send a card to the graveyard, which is the spell that can recycle itself. He's going to special summon the Sylvie, activate the Sylvie chain blocker with the spell. The White Forest set itself in the back. Sylvie's going to activate, search himself a Woes back to the hand. Now they're going to use both of these monsters here, making the Arcelia. This is crazy. And we're going to show this in probably the next video. Activate Arcelia, send the Woes to the graveyard, get himself the Elseti, activate the Astellar, activate the Woes. Woes is going to set itself in the back. Astellar is going to special summon herself. And then he's going to special summon the Azamina, probably. Let me see. No. What? Why? Okay, he's going to use both of these to go into the Queen of the Forest. Yeah. He's going to activate, get himself the Tails of the White Forest back to the hand. Now he's going to special summon the Elseti, activate the Sylvie, recycle this to special summon, activate the Tails. Tails going to get him the Arcelia to the hand of the White Forest, okay. Activate the Arcelia, special summon it. And then he's going to use both of these to link off into an SP, the Littlest Knight. Bro goofed. I'm sorry. His board is still nice though. His board isn't trash or anything, but bro goofed. He should have activated this. That would have gave you another spell, brother, man. You don't need this on the field unless one of the, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he was supposed to synchro with that, but he has 4 back row that are really decent. He has this thing that's activatable, and SP the Littlest Knight. So here we're going to start it off. Normal summon the Sylvie, activate the Sylvie's effect. Of course, he's going to SP Little Knight. That is the only monster that it has, so I had to do the combo like this. So here he activates the Spray Elf. He's going to get the Astellar. Now, at this point in time, like I said, this deck does not need Astellar. So for that reason, I feel comfortable call by the grave in that thing, because I don't even know why he's special summoning anyways. But what else am I going to call by the grave that's going to matter? Not much. So we're just going to do this here, get it out. I was honestly trying to bait out some interruptions, see if he wanted to do something about this, but he didn't. Get us both out of here. With the Sylvia, I'm going to get the Tails of the White Forest to the hand. We're going to activate the triple tactic talent. I decided to take control of a monster. Now, the main reason why I did this is because, right, I searched for Tails so that way I could take over this thing. So that way I searched for Tails, I could take over this thing, and that's going to make the Tails activatable because I don't have a monster, right? So we go triple tactic talent. Bro decided to activate, send his spell to the graveyard, and he's going to special summon the wolf. And that's when I realized, don't mind if I do. Give me that thing. It belongs to me. We could have it. We could have a wolf. Activate that thing and flip his field face down. Activate the Tails of the White Forest because you gave me the card that I needed to activate that thing anyways. Get myself the El Seti of the White Forest. Send the wolves to the graveyard special summon and get the El Seti onto the hand. Activate the wolves. He's going to activate the Sinful Spoils of Slumber. Flipping this face down, which is fine with me. So here, it's fine with me, but it's not fine because I technically searched for this so we could synchro summon with that and get the trap that the spell that we need with this thing. So he did kind of stop that from happening, but either way, here we're going to activate the Azamina, special summon it, and we're going to activate her effect using the face down monster because Fusion can do that. I don't know how, yes. So we're going to do that, and we're going to go into the Leah Sylvia. Give me that is mine. We're going to activate the Deception of the Sinful Spoil because we got to deceive our opponents. Send the El Seti to the graveyard, getting ourselves the Hollow of the Azamina. Activate the Hollow, showing them the Murcielago so we could special summon the Bat. Give me that is mine. We're going to activate the Bat's effect. We're going to get ourselves the Wanted to the hand. That way we could activate the Wanted. Wait. Well, actually, no, this makes sense. I was going to say this doesn't make sense, but it makes sense because even if I have to get this in the graveyard to get this back, but we already have our Omni Negate on the field, so this is fine. This is fine. So we're going to get ourselves the Diablo to the hand. We're going to activate the Wanted so we could go +1. Give me that. Bring the Deception back. We're going to join to an Ash, which is really nice. I'm going to get rid of the Emanate Reframing because I know I can't synchro this turn, so it's useless. So we're going to special summon our Diablo here. Activate Diablo, set the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest in the back. We're going to clear the field, get that thing out of here, get the elf out of here. And this was, the El Seti Azamina. Get them all out. We're going to go end phase. It's going to activate the Sylvie, recycling the wolf, special summoning itself. SP is going to bring this back. And that's why we ended with the wolves, because we knew that we had the level 4. So having the wolves on the field is nice because now we have a field phase. We have basically a Book of Moon for the field. We have an Omni Negate. And then we have basically, we could pop 2, draw 1. But that depends on whether we use the Ash or not, right? So turn 3, he's going to activate the Hollow of the Azamina. I'll let this rock. I can't do anything. I could have negated it, but I'm not going to. So here he's going to activate his own wolves. We're going to activate the Sylvia because I don't want my field face down. I need that. He's going to cover the grave, my Sylvia. Sad times in the kingdom. I'm going to activate the wolves here. Chainlink 4. Chainlink 5, he's going to activate the SP Littlest Knight. Sending both of the Sylvia out of here. Get us out. We're gone. Wolves special summon El Seti, which can't do anything now. And then he's going to cover the grave, the Sylvia in the graveyard, our Omni Negate. Sad times in the kingdom. Sad times in the kingdom. He's going to special summon his own Azamina, activating this one. He's going to activate this one, sending back the Diablo Queen to the extra deck. So I'm going to activate the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest here, so we could fusion summon into the Guardian Chimera. Guard me, please. Guard me, please. Because this is better than the Ash at this point in time. I need this. I need to get bodies off of the field, right? Special summon that. He's going to special summon the Arcelia. We're going to go Guardian Chimera, guard me please. Activate the Diablo to send a monster to the graveyard to special summon itself. And the reason why I'm doing this, if you're wondering, is because if I send this to the graveyard, I can recycle it with this thing. Send it back into the extra deck so I could summon it later. So that way I get more out of my resources. But of course, bro activates his own Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. Craziness is happening. But he doesn't make a Guardian Chimera though. He makes the Murcielago. So bring the Murcielago out here. I don't know if he's playing Guardian Chimera or not. We're going to get this thing out of here. Special summon the Diablo Star. Give me that, it's mine. We're going to... Oh, we're going to pop 2. And if you're wondering, bro, why wouldn't you activate the Diablo Star? She was special summoned. You could set a card in the back. I had 0 seconds left. I wish I could show you, but right here, there was 0 seconds left. I had to toggle off immediately. There was no time. So I didn't do that. He activates the Murcielago. He gets himself the Wanted. Just so you know how long this duel was, he activates the Wanted, get himself the Diablo Star to the hand. Here he's gonna activate the wanted to draw one. This engine is crazy. Recycling the banish card, activates his triple tactic talent that he might just have drawn into, takes over my Guardian Chimera, activates the Avatar, send the Molchummy to the graveyard. He activates the Avatar, sets a Deception in the back, and he goes battle phase. And I'm wondering, brother man, you have a normal summon. Why is he doing this? I thought maybe he wanted to get the most optimal damage out of, whatever he has on the field. Now, he destroys her, slaps us for the 2500, main phase to end phase. I'm like, whoa, SP Little Knight takes him out. We won due to time limit loss, gang. Going second. You could clap it up now. Now, that dude was crazy. That dude was freaking crazy. Like, I even though we might have been all right. If we ended up on that, we might have been able to win because I have stuff to recycle in the graveyard. And also, depending what we draw, we also have the Azamina card in the hand as well. So, we might have been all right. But that was crazy. So, with that being said, let's continue. Nah, that dude was like Kakashi versus Obito one more time, bro. Like, that was just hands, back and forth hands. But either way, here we're going first. We're going to normal summon the Aztella, activate her effects, and then reframe it to the graveyard, special summon the Sylvie. So here we're going to get the Tales of the White Forest to the hand. We basically have full combo, so we're going to use both of these monsters here to go into our copy of the Arcelia. Activate Arcelia, send the Tales to the graveyard, so we can get ourselves the Azamina El Seti. Activate Aztella, Chain Blocker with the Tales of the White Forest. Here they're going to hit us with the Bistro Dishrum. Now, this doesn't necessarily... I was actually happy about this because I'm like, this does nothing. But it just basically made us do our combo a little bit different. So instead of having our monster negate with a level 12, we just make a regular board that's still really good. We get the Tales of the White Forest to the hand. We're going to activate the Azamina, special summon her. And this is what you're supposed to do. I don't know what bro did in the last replay, but this is what you're supposed to do. Go into the Queen, special summon the Queen, or synchro summon, activate the Azamina in the graveyard, chain blocker with the Queen. Queen going to activate, give me the reframing back because we're going to end up with a synchro on the field. We're going to get the Deception to the hand. We're going to activate the Rusia. So many names, bro. And then we're going to activate the Tales of the White Forest. Now, this might have been a little bit of a goof. I don't think this was necessary yet. I was just thinking about how I was going to do the combo, right? So I got myself a El Seti to the hand. We're going to activate the Deception, get rid of the Diablo Star in the hand, get myself the Hollow of the Azamina, activate the Hollow of the Azamina, show them the Murcielago, so we could special summon the Murcielago, you feel me? We're going to activate the Murcielago's effect. We're Batman now, bro. It's just that simple. We're going to get the Wanted because we want that W, and this is where I kind of goofed but didn't goof. So it was either I get the reframing or I do the combo and end up with the monster negate. So I decided to keep the reframing because if I could have activated this, send reframing, special summon it, I could have activated this thing, send this back, we get a level 6, we could get 2 level 6s, we could make a level 12 here, and then we could just set the wanted, and yeah, but I decided to go with this route better. We're going to activate the Hollow of the Azamina, so then we'll still go back to the extra deck, activate the Hollow of the Azamina, chain that to the Wanted, because this mechanic here is nuts. Because now we get to search for, well, get the Diablo Star back from the graveyard. Hollow Azamina going to show them the Sylvia, send the Wanted that we clearly just used and is in the chain to fusion summon into the Sylvia. That's going to trigger the Crusher. Crusher going to activate, special summon the Arcea. We're going to draw a card with the Wanted because perfectly balanced. We're going to draw into Max C, activate the Sylvie, recycle this, special summon that. We're going to activate the Avatar, send the El Seti of the White Forest to special summon the Avatar. The Avatar going to activate. We're going to set the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest, activate Arcea, send that thing to the graveyard, draw into Draw and Lockbird, activate that thing's effect, set it in the back. Use 3 of these monsters, which I don't know why I only used 3. We could have used all 4. High key. But yeah, 3 Material Appaloosa, 24, 3 monster negates. That's our board. So we have an Omni negate, we have a Book of Moon, we have 3 monster negates, pop 2 and draw 1, Omni negate, negate with Ash Blossom, spell or whatever, Maxi and Droll and Logbird. What are you talking about? We're playing against the Pie people. Throw out the Maxi for optimal disrespect. Just to assert dominance. They hit us with the Harpies further dust, so we're going to reframe that thing. And this is why you play reframing in the deck. This is why I think Amcitara is just extremely good for this deck. Because against this thing is good, and against Droplet is good if they don't send a trap. And especially if you didn't search it, they need to know that. So we're gonna negate that thing, protecting our draw 2 and pop 1. Well, pop 2 and draw 1. They activate the Sang Incitement. Locally, we do have that Ash Blast. So we could have negated it with this thing, but we're gonna Ash that immediately. Get that thing out of here. Bro is gonna follow this up with a triple tactic talent because he's talented. I'm gonna Sylvie that, which now even if he does have it. The Forbidden Droplet, you can't even negate that from happening. So he activates the Forbidden Droplet for whatever reason. He's gonna send the TTT to the graveyard, and he's going to negate the Diabel, which I understand. Listen, it makes sense because negating Apollo is not necessary because he can attack over the Apollo. I should have definitely made her beefier. I don't know what the heck wrong with me, but that's how we did things, right? So here, the thing is negated. We can negate it. He's going to normal summon the Fadra. Use both of these monsters to link off into a Hita. That way, he can activate the Duel in the graveyard, send this into the graveyard, but we're going to negate it. So basically, he did this to bait out one negate with the Apollo, and then attack over Apollo, which is fine. And then he's going to activate that thing's effect, and he's going to get the Ash. But at that point in time, I could just activate this, pop both of these cards, and then he could get a fire monster to the hand, but he already normal summon and everything. So I'm fine with anything. Yeah, he just decided to scoop. Because we just went +2. Honestly speaking, we could have popped both of these cards. Yeah, he would have gotten to search with the Hita, but at that point in time, I wasn't even worried about that. So let's continue. Underwater Crimes. Damn, bro, it's just Siren City out here all day, every day. They know I'm committing crimes out here. Alright, so we're going second here. We're going against D-Link. So they're going to activate the quick launch. So I'm going to quickly launch this Maxi out of my hand because they're going to special summon. Luckily for us, they didn't have anything. So great times in the kingdom for us. They're going to get a Rocket Tracer out here, which is going to pop itself, send itself to the graveyard, and they're going to set one back row, right? So here we normal summon Arcelia because it's the only monster that we have. But she, again, this thing plus the spell is also crazy. So we're going to send the Wolves. We're going to get ourselves the Elsa of the White Forest to the hand here. Wolves is going to activate at this back. Locally, we drew into this thing, right? Send the Tails of the White Forest. We're going to get hit with Maxi as well. It's fair. I maxi you, you maxi me. It makes sense, right? Special summon this thing. They're going to get to draw 1. I'm going to get the Sylvie. And this is what I'm telling you. Activate the Sinful Spells of the White Forest. Set it back. Activate the Triple Tactic Talent. We're going to look at the hand. Oh, okay. I was going to say, why can't I look at the other two? But either way, he's going to activate the Beast of Magnahood. He's going to banish the Tracer out of the graveyard to special summon this thing. Bring it out here. So here we're going to take a look. And he had both of these cards here. So Beast of Serenir and then the White Dragon Wurfstrom. So I honestly, these are both really good cards because this is an extender. But this thing being able to banish my cards from the graveyard, I don't know how I felt about that. So we're going to get rid of it. Even though he could search it back, right? But it's fine. Here he's going to activate the Beast of Magnahood. We're just going to set the Infinite Impermanence and he's going to get the Beast of Lubellion to the hand. So even under Maxine, after giving him 1, we basically have a Book of Moon. We have Infinite Impermanence, and we could legitimately pop 2 and draw 1. So pretty decent for what we have. So he's gonna normal summon the Black Rose. Now I don't want him linking that thing off, being able to search or draw whatever. If this card's sent to the graveyard, you can add 1. Yeah, I don't want him doing that. I know that this is gonna get flip faced up, but now he needs an extra monster on the field in order to link into a Link 2. So I was like, let's just do this now. Let's do this now. We're gonna go into the Wolf. Wolf gonna activate, flip the field face down. We're gonna activate the Sylvie, activate the Elsa of the White Forest to add it back to the hand. He has the Infinite Impermanence. He goes for the Wolf, and now we're gonna dodge that thing by activating the Arcea. That thing is crazy. The fact that you could do that. So get the Wolf out of here. He was never on the field. It was just a joke, an illusion. Bring Elsa of the White Forest back to the hand. We're going to search ourselves the Tails of the White Forest. Flip the field face down, which again, we knew this could happen. He's going to activate the Beast of the Lubellion. He's going to search for the Serenir here. Get the Magnahood out of here, especially summon the Beast of Lubellion. And he's going to activate the Beast of Lubellion. Now, honestly speaking, let me see. He already normal summoned here. Nah. I was going to say, honestly speaking, I should have stopped this. I should have, but it is what it is. So now he's going to basically get the Brand Regain. He's going to banish the Beast of Magnahood with this thing right here, which is going to trigger the Regain, and now he goes +1. This is why I should have chained and popped both, so I would have stopped him from doing this. But I was waiting for him to go into his Link monsters first. You got to be patient sometimes. So now he gets to Link off using this thing into the Link 1. the Striker Dragoon, which is gonna search for the spell, and I'm gonna stop that. They're gonna activate the wave burst in the graveyard. So again, we're gonna infinity permanent the Striker Dragon, get that thing out of here. Well, it's not going anywhere, but we gotta negate it. Because that spell we have nothing for. Well, we could have popped it, but we don't want to do that. He's gonna get the Collapsed Serpent, special summoning by banishing the wave burst. Use both of these dragon monsters to go into a sphere. I don't know why. He might have thought that I had Nib. Probably, because I'm just like, what's the point of doing this? But then again, I haven't played D-Link in like 30 years. So here I'm going to activate the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. We're going to use all three of these monsters, 2 from the field, 1 from the hand. Guard me, please. Guard me, please, because I'm trying to take a dub. Activate that thing's effect. Draw into an Ash Blossom Pop tool. He's going to activate the Business Serenir, banishing our Sylvie from the graveyard. That's fine. We have 2 more copies. He's going to go Battle Phase, destroy himself. That way so he could activate that thing's effect. Send a Dursum to the graveyard, which makes sense. I'm going to tell you why, now that I think about it. He sent this to the graveyard because if I normal or special summon, he's going to activate special summon that thing. And then it's going to be a problem if I get rid of it, we lose a monster on the field, right? So now that we know that, we're going to draw into the Elseti of the White Forest. I activate the Deception, get Elseti out of here, get myself the Hollow of the Azamina. What is bro doing? That's your combo. No, we have a Sylvie. And I have a plan. I always have a plan. No, I don't. I'm an idiot. So I'm going to activate the Hollow of the Azamina, show him the Sylvia. That way we can special summon the Sylvia. Now we have an Omni Negate for the thing that you're about to do. Boom. Activate the Branded Regain. Special summon that thing. No, we're not. We're going to negate that. Because I don't need this thing. We have the Sylvie now. That's what I'm thinking, because it's like, what do you have in the hand, right? So now I activate the Hollow of the Azamina, recycle that thing, bring it back to the hand. We get to normal summon the Sylvie, activate Sylvie, get myself the Azamina Office. Activate the Tails, getting myself another copy of the Elseti of the White Forest. Activate that thing's effect, send the Office to the graveyard, getting myself the Azamina Elseti. Activate the assets that are in the back, use both of these monsters to go into Arciela. Bring it out here. We're going to activate our CLS effects, send this thing to the graveyard because we don't need it. Get the effect value. I forgot we were out of cards to search for anyways. So I'm going to activate the Elseti Azamina, special summon it. Use both of these to go into the Queen. Give me that. That's my new royalty right there. Now we basically get to recycle a trap. I'm going to activate the Azamina of the White Forest. We're going to recycle the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest back to the hand. Give me that, is mine. So here we're going to draw we search the wanted. As a matter of fact, we're going to activate the Hollow of the Azamina, change the wanted to that thing, so that we confusion summon while also searching for Diablo. Well, Diabostar. So yeah, get this thing out of here. And I special summon the Sylvia again. If you're wondering why, it's because there's got to be something wrong with me, bro. I read this card. I promise you I did. Now, for some reason, I didn't read this. I was like, oh, this is not once per turn. That's kind of busted. And no, yeah, after I watched the replay, I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. This thing says you could only use each of the following Azamina effects once per turn. I kind of didn't know that because for some reason I didn't read this. So that's why I did that, if you're wondering why. So now I'm going to activate the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. Special summon this thing out of my hand because I want to keep my hand trapped. Activate this thing's effect, setting down the Deception back onto the field. And he had a nib. Bro had a nib. Rock Dwayne De La Johnson, Sad Times, wipe out the field. Get him out. Get him out. It was due to my own stupidity for not being able to read properly. We're going to set the Deception in the back, but we have 2 hand traps. I'm not extremely worried. I got the beefiest token of all times right here. 2 hand traps, and we could technically, well, I don't know if you could Guardian Chimera. No, we already used Guardian Chimera. Well, we have 2 hand traps. So he's going to use both of these monsters, leak off into the Dark Charmer Gloomy. Luckily for us, he doesn't necessarily have follow. We know that much. He's going to activate this thing's effect. I'm going to Ash that. And the card that he drew into is a Call by the Grave. So he's going to Call by the Grave or Ash. Again, I'm still not too worried. This is kind of fine. Because, again, we have the beefiest token of all times on the field. He gets the Ash out of here. Nos vemos mañana. Now he's going to get himself the Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon. And this is going to activate the Dark Charmer Gloomy. Is this a dragon? No. So he gets to link off. See? We have to Valor this. So he activated that thing's effect. He's going to try to get the Guardian Chimera out here. We're going to negate that. Negate that with the effect Valor. And we know, because I read, I went and checked this thing. You need a dragon monster on the field to tribute in order to activate and special summon this. This is not a dragon. My Guardian Chimera wouldn't be a dragon. That's how I know that we're safe from doing this. Negate that. Battle phase. He knows his fate. He knows it's over. Respectfully doing damage to himself in the face. We don't have to BM. We could do a bunch of shenanigans from the graveyard from here. But what the heck do we need to? We have the beefiest token of all times. Get that thing out of here. Get it out. Yeah, so let's continue. All right, familia, here we are for replay numero 4, number 4 of the day. We were supposed to go second, but our opponent chose for us to go first. So I'm like, don't mind if I do. Normal summon the Azteller, activate its effects, and this is what I'm telling you. This is why I kind of don't like starting off with this thing. Because, I mean, if I would have normal summon, it would have been the same thing. But we just went -1. If I would have started off the combo with this, we would have at least had an infinite impermanence still in the hand. And that's why I don't like starting off with this thing. But it is what it is, as they're going to Valor us. Now, this was just basically hand trap, bro. This is just a funny dude that I'm trying to show you. So you can see the state of the game, because this is the state of the game. We're going to activate Diabel, send the Silver to the graveyard, special summon Diabel, activate Diabel's effect, set the Deception in the back. We're going to activate the Deception, Molchami Fualos. So I'm going to activate my Ash Blossom. And just from that, bro still has 3 cards in the hand, and I have nothing in my hand, because this is how the game works. So we're going to activate Deception. We're going to get rid of the Azteller, get it out of here. We're going to get ourselves the Hollow of the Azamina to the hand, activate the Hollow, show them the Murcielago, so we can special summon the Murcielago, bring it out here. Murcielago going to activate its effect, give me that is mine. We're going to get ourselves a copy of the Wanted to the hand. We're going to use both of these monsters to link off into the sheet. Now, before we do anything, I'm going to tell you what I'm trying to do here, right? Because what we can do is activate the Hollow of the Azamina, bring this back into the extra deck. Then we're going to activate this, change the Wanted, get the Diablo Star from the graveyard back to the hand, special summon the Sylvia here. This is going to allow us to special summon this thing, and then we get to draw a card from the Wanted. And then I'm pretty sure he negated this before we activated this effect. But either way, we could have gotten 3 bodies. We could have went 3 Batiru, Appaloosa, and an Omni Negate, which would have been great. I activate the Hollow of the Azamina, Yu-Gi-Oh! Hand Trap Duel. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh! Hand Trap Duel. That's what I deal with, bro. If Effect Valor, Fualos, and Ghost Bell. So I activate the Wanted just to recycle this so I could draw one, see what the heck we could get into. We're gonna recycle the Deception, draw into an Effect Valor, and face. You're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Hand Trap, dude, brother. So he normal summon say Dora Dora, and we're gonna Effect Valor that immediately. Gone. No vemos. Stop it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop that right there. Bro is gonna end phase. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays. Yep. We draw into a walls, we have follow, activate the Hollow of the Azamina, recycle the Murcielago, bring this into the hand. We could activate, yeah. We could activate her, search for the Deception, activate the Hollow, send the Deception, special summon a fusion monster here. That's gonna get us Azteller on the field, send the wolves to the graveyard. We combo wombo all over the place. It's GG's. Let's continue. All right, gang, here we are for replay numero 5, I think it is. So these next 3 replays, because I'm not going to have time to show you live gameplay. Your boy got work in about an hour or so, and I got to start getting ready. But, yeah, these next 3 replays, they're just funny. That's why I'm showing them to you. They're just funny. I show you some nice replays. They're going to activate the Millennium Ankh. This thing, they're going to show us the 5 pieces over here, the body. Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate. Special summon that thing. Bro is gonna set a background and his turn, activate the thing's effect, send that EXO, Fires of Rage. Now listen, gang, I'm gonna make a deck profile on this. And as much as I have floodgates and stupidity, you have to play this deck like a degenerate. If you're not being a degenerate playing this deck is ass. It's honestly trash. Watch this. Watch. We activate Infinite Impermanence. He negates the Infinite Impermanence because for some reason, out of all the busted stupidity that we have in the game, we couldn't make this thing untargetable. It's too good. We couldn't make it untargetable. It can be banished. The only thing is it cannot be destroyed by your card. Who destroys nowadays? We could put things in the back. We could banish things. We could link things off. You know how many ways of getting rid of this thing we have? An Infinite Impermanence negates it, which you have to negate the Infinite Impermanence. I activate Triple Tactic Talent, which you don't have this on the field, your trap is dead, And all I gotta do is go battle phase, gain my whole life points, and kill you. So infinite impermanence and triple tactic talent destroys your whole career. I was so excited to play this deck. I played like 3 matches on stream, and it's like you have to be a degenerate, bro. You have to be playing Fisher. You have to play that thing like a complete just degenerate into the game, which I might do, because why not? Let's continue. Yeah, play triple tactic talent in your deck. Play it, because even here, watch. These dudes are just hella funny to me, right? We're going to activate Elset. We're going to send the Deception to the graveyard. They're going to hit us with the Swallows, right? I can't do anything about that. I don't have the Ash. So we're going to give him +1. I lost my Deception. I can't even deceive him. We're going to go Sylvie, activate triple tactic talent, look at the hand, right? And this is his hand. Bro has an Ash, planet this thing, Unicorn, and another Swallow. So I said, okay, bet. Because his field kept glowing. I'm like, why is your field glowing? Do you have Maxi? No, he just Swallows because his thing is not once per turn. So they decided to bounce back the Ash, right? We're going to normal summon the Sylvie, activate Sylvie, getting ourselves the Wolves of the White Forest, set that thing down. So we basically didn't lose anything. We have Effect Veiler and a Flipper field face down. So bro decides, which this is a great play, we're not gonna lie, because he gets to get rid of this thing. He gets to search for another body. We know he has Kastira in the hand, the Unicorn. He has Swallows in the other hand, and one of the other cards is Swallows, and whatever he just drew into. So we're just gonna flip the field face down. Do this here. Use both of these. Make sure you use the Sylvie that was already on the field, because now you get 3 effects. You get to activate the Wolf. You get to activate the Sylvie that you summon, and now you get to activate El Seti or the White Forest to bring it back to the hand. And bro scooped. Hold on. If you're wondering why he's scooping, it's because we basically shut down his Fuelos and we shut down his Kastira card. He can't special summon Unicorn. He can't activate Fuelos. Whatever he draw into is fine. We get to combo off during our turn now without having to worry about Fuelos too. That was hilarious, bro. Extremely funny. So with that being said, let's continue. Yes, sir. Here we are for the last replay of the day. Again, these last 3 replays were just to goof off a little bit, show you guys some funny shenanigans. We're just gonna normal summon the Sylvie, and this is why I'm telling you that Sylvie might just, if you're playing this without the Fiendsmith package, or even if you're playing with Fiendsmith, this is now 100% most of the time probably your best normal summon if you have Azamina in the hand. Because now we get stopped here. We get hit with the infinite impermanence, sad times in the kingdom. I can speed this up because now we get to activate Azamina. They're gonna activate the butler. Okay, I remember what happened here. We're playing against Labyrinth. So he's gonna activate the butler, setting the room mechanic. As we special summon our shorty here. I can't even dodge it by fusion summoning because it's not a quick effect. We get flip face down, I get the absence to the back. So here they're gonna draw a card, go half combo by setting down 2 cards in the back row. And here we join Ash, which is immaculate. We're gonna flip this face up, activate her effect, and I'm like, yeah, we got full combo in the hand anyways, so we might as well get our Omni Negate. Get our Omni Negate out here, normal summon this thing. They're gonna activate the Ice Person. I'm gonna negate that immediately, get it out. He's gonna activate the Arias to special summon the Arias back onto the field. We're not worried about that at all. The only thing that I'm worried about is what the hell he has in the hand and he has in the back row, but we negate this. Bro really tried to end our career first turn. Yeah, it's over. I don't know what he had in the hand. I don't know what he had in the back row. Bro tried to end our whole career turn 1 and basically couldn't do anything. Us being able to make it Omni Negate off of the Azamina card, just her and another spellcaster is just insane. So with that being said, let's go back to the deck list. Alright, familia, so that is the video, this is the deck list if you want to try it out. Again, I think the Fiendsmith version is better, which I'm going to get to right after this. I wish I could have shown you live gameplay. If you want to see, well, don't go watch that stream. The deck wasn't optimal then, but I got to go to work. So with that being said, again, if you guys enjoy the content, please remember to leave that like, share, comment, and subscribe, because I would greatly appreciate it. I have a bunch of content to make because we have a bunch of different decks that could be played now. So yeah, stay tuned. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you got any comments, comment in the comment section below. I try to always reply. And I'm going to see you guys next time. Peace.